guys? Euroslam and JD back with another video. Some more basketball talk. Also have some MMA talk today going on, a little bit of both, so it's going to be a good video. First off, we're going to get right into basketball, because today the schedule came out. The return to basketball July 30th. Jazz and Pelicans right away. Then the 9 o'clock at the Lakers and the Clippers. First day back. Going to be awesome. What do you think?
It's going to be pretty intense. It's going to be a really good game. A little bit of fireworks to start off the first one.
Yeah.
Raptors definitely have a hard schedule, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think it's the fourth toughest schedule, I think it was, out of all teams of the Raptors.
Yeah.
But Lakers Clippers, it'll be interesting to see who's ready, who's rusty, like how is Paul George and Kawhi going to be. I think LeBron, he's going to be ready. He's always training. He's a beast. He's a beast of an animal. I think it'd be curious to see how many minutes he plays, how many minutes Kawhi plays, how many minutes Davis plays, all that kind of. First game back will be restricted a bit. I think we'll play about 33 or so. But yeah, it's a good game because the Clippers won the first two, Lakers won that last one. So right now, you looking at that tiebreaker, Lakers want that win.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a close one, be a lot of fun to get back into it right away. A little bit conspiracy talk, I know you love that stuff. Right off the bat, people were saying the Pelicans, the conspiracy is the NBA wants them in the playoffs. They want Zion in there.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have, I guess, it's like one of the easiest schedules out of anybody. They're playing all like under 500 teams, basically, except for like one game. So they have like the easiest schedule out of anybody.
Well, I don't even think that's even a conspiracy. That's just blatantly, openly doing it. They're openly
now,
doing it.
In their one defense, they are trying to make the schedule similar. And because, also the Grizzlies schedule, they have one of the toughest schedules as well. So people are like, wait a minute, they're trying to Pelicans in there and getting the Grizz out. Because the Grizz are in 8th, Pelicans are fighting for that 8th spot.
Yeah.
But in their defense, according to the original schedule, the Grizzlies had one of the toughest schedules, and the Pelicans had one of the easier schedules, so it does kind of make sense, but also because they definitely gave them a really, seems like, easy schedule, so they have a high chance of getting in there. I mean, obviously, money, you want Zion in there, so it does make sense, but
Absolutely.
I see both sides of it, but yeah.
They'll bring in the views.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be fun to see him back. Yeah, I'm excited to see him back, because apparently he's in great shape right now. He's ready, he's hungry, he wants to get in the playoffs. I think it's JJ Redick has never missed the postseason in his entire career, something like that, something crazy.
Nuts.
He's always been on a playoff team, so it's like he's on the Pelicans right now, so that kind of chance where he wants to make the playoffs too. So
keep that streak going.
So we're excited for that. Also, now they're allowing transitions going on where people can bring in an extra player. Also, you can waive someone. So right now, a lot of players just don't want to come. So Avery Bradley on the Lakers, he opted not to come. He has a son that he has to see once a month who he doesn't want to put him at risk, so he's opted not to come. Dwight Howard's kind of up in the air. He's been talking a lot, but I think he will come. So right now it looks like the Lakers are leaning towards J.R. Smith.
Yes.
Pick it up, J.R. Smith.
I saw that.
Jamal Crawford's a possibility as well, but I'm pretty sure like LeBron loves J.R. Smith despite he's quite the character. Made a few mistakes in the past. Remember the Warriors game where he got the rebound and then they didn't shoot it. And the clock went out. And LeBron, you just see the frustration in LeBron. It's just the famous meme is, what are you doing, right? Like, so.
Crazy. But
J.R. Smith, his best years are always with LeBron. Like, his catch and shooting ability is really good. He's actually a pretty solid defender. And him and LeBron know each other so well. The chemistry's so good that I think LeBron's pushing for him. And I think he's actually a really good fit for the Lakers. Adds more shooting. Definitely need that. Actually playing with LeBron, he's a really good facilitator. Swing the ball to JR, hit that three. So I think they're going to pick him up. We'll see. He hasn't played in like a year and a half or something too. He played for Cleveland last year and they waived him. So question is, what kind of shape is he going to be in? How rusty he's going to be in? Although in the one training thing they were saying, I guess at one point he trained for like a couple weeks before the COVID happened. He was training when they initially signed Dion Waiters. But I guess he made something like 20 or 33 pointers in a row at one point.
That's really good.
Practice for them. And that is just practice, right? But I guess, I bet he still has his shooting, I guess, though, that's what you want playing with LeBron James. They want shooters surrounding him. So I think it's a good fit. I'm excited. I still love J.R. Smith. He's a little bit of a class clown, but he's a good player. I like him. Good pick up for them.
Yep. Solid.
Yeah. Jamal Crawford's still out there. I think he's like 39 or 40 now, but his last game of the season last year put 50 points. No one's picked him up yet. He's still a really solid scorer. Obviously, his age is a thing, but his age is definitely a factor. But I feel like someone's going to pick him up, and we'll see where he goes. There's talks about Cousins. He's skeptical to play because of all his ACL injuries and that, and all the injuries he's had in the past because he's rehabbing right now. But apparently he is healthy. Said he hasn't decided yet, apparently. And there are talks about him possibly going to the Celtics, something like that. I mean, Joakim Noah just went to the Clippers, and there's not a lot of big names left with it, just kind of like minor names, obviously, that are picking up just to add depth to your roster, basically. The Raptors already announced they won't pick anybody up. They're keeping their roster exactly how it is. They're not bringing anybody else with them.
What's going on with that?
Yep, they're keeping their roster exactly how it is. They're content with their roster. They're not adding anybody. Everybody's healthy right now. Hopefully that stays the way it is for them. But right now they're not grabbing anybody, keeping their roster. They're happy with how they are. They do have a tough schedule, which is a bit concerning because Boston has an easier schedule, and Boston's in third. And there are people that are suggesting that Boston could overtake second place, which would be concerning because if we finish in third, then we're looking at playing either Philly or Indiana in the first round. It's a tough first round matchup.
Yeah.
You'd much rather face Brooklyn or Orlando than Indiana or Philly.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have that second spot.
Orlando would be perfect.
Yeah, to be honest, played them last year in the first round. They actually won that first game last year. It was pretty funny. We lost the first game to Orlando on a 3-point shot by DJ Augustine. And then they go and win the championship. It was kind of funny. It was like, oh no, the Raptors, they're already collapsing in the first round. We pushed through, won the championship. It was awesome. But that's the magic is they're a young, feisty team, but definitely a team you want to play in the first round.
We have the fourth hardest schedule. I'm okay with that. I think that's going to get us going. We're the type of team that likes to dig hard, and I think that's going to be perfect for us. If we had too easy schedule, we might get lazy. We start off the playoffs and we get swept in the first round.
Yeah, and you're playing teams like Denver too, like that too. They're good teams in that, but definitely games that Toronto can win. And they played Boston, I think their third last game. That should be a fun matchup too, kind of to see how can we play against Boston with no fans. It's a good chance we'll meet them in the playoffs, second round potentially, if we can get second round there. So be a good test for us, I feel like. So curious to see how it plays out. I'm excited. Hopefully that thing goes around. I want the season to happen. Right now, Florida has a lot going on there, so it is a bit concerning with all the cases rising, but hopefully they get the bubble going and everyone can stay in there, stay healthy, then get the season, they can crown a champion. I really hope they can. I'm just really excited to see how it all plays out because this is unlike anything we had before.
Nothing.
It's like it seems like LA and Toronto and Milwaukee. It seems kind of set, maybe Boston in there, but like there very well could be a lot of upsets. Without the fans, anything really could happen. I feel like here it's just
another big thing. They've all had this time to rest and recuperate, and
relax,
and mentally get prepared for what they're about to do.
Yeah.
They're all coming in very fresh.
It is intriguing too because it's like it is going to be a quick thing where they're playing these 8 games and then they jump right into the playoffs. So they're like once they get going though, it is somewhat strenuous, like the continuous playing.
Yeah.
So see how that plays out too. Where you're coming and rested now. But also too, you're kind of off. You're not in great shape, and you're playing all these games in a row. And like, are they going to get burnt out now easily?
Yeah.
So here's who's really who's in the best shape and who can actually do it, right? So it's going to be great to see. We're excited for it. Coming out July 30th, first game, guys. Ready for that? It's coming. We're excited. All right, guys. That's it for basketball talk now. Now we're going to switch topics. We're going to talk a little bit of UFC talk.
Okay.
So we're getting into it. We got Fight Island coming up here. A couple of weeks. You excited for that one?
Big time. Super excited. It's going to be a blast. We got 3 title fights on the line. We got Volkanovski versus Max Holloway. We have Jose Aldo versus Peter Yan.
Aldo's fighting.
Yeah. Jose Aldo's fighting against
okay.
Peter Yan. For the vacated 135-pound belt. So if Jose Aldo wins this fight, he will be another 2-division champion. He was at 145.
He seems to always be a title fight with Aldo. Like he's always a title fight. He's always been there.
He's still always fighting for a belt. He's relevant. He's tough as hell, and he doesn't get finished. Max Holloway's the only dude to finish him. He dropped it under 135. He had a fight against Rafael Ascenso, I'm pretty sure it was. And he did really, really well. A lot of people thought he won the fight. It was a 3-round fight. He ended up losing, but a lot of people thought he won.
Close one, yeah.
It was a close one. A lot of people thought he won that fight. So that's why he's getting the shot for the 135-pound belt. And then main event is going to be a welterweight fight versus Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns.
Oh, right.
Gilbert Burns just beat Tyron Woodley in a 5-round fight.
That's right. And Usman,
the
title, right.
So now he's fighting against Usman.
defending his belt, right.
Against Gilbert Burns. There's a little bit of controversy there because it was supposed to be Masvidal. Masvidal wants to leave right now. He's asking for the release of his contract. He wants to be let go. So does John Jones. But, a lot of people think these are negotiation tactics. But at the same time, if they do get released and let go, if they're so lucky to, they could definitely make their own money out there. They're big enough. They have their own money.
On that, we got to ring that bell, though. On that topic, now you bring that up, I just want to ask you right off the bat. I watched a few videos on this, a few articles. The whole dispute over money right now. do you think that it's a fair thing what they're asking for? Do they deserve more money, think? Or is it no? You don't think that it's just because they signed the contracts, they should just fight their fights, and
well,
what is your position on that?
It's a little bit more than just they deserve it. It's like, of course, all the fighters deserve a little more money, but the UFC also recently, 4 years ago, got sold for $4.2 billion, and they need to make an X amount of return each month. Yeah. That's why Dana White was so advocate on getting the UFC back. They were losing lots of money. When they sold the UFC for $4.2 billion, there was discrepancies. Like, they have to make a certain amount each month for it to go through completely. So they're fighting and grinding right now with TV deals each month and make sure that they make those quotas so the UFC can keep rolling. So it's a little bit more than just like, we need to give the fighters more money. I understand that. I think they do. There has to be a little bit more. But
as they become more relevant, because I think fighters are becoming more relevant. They're like, wait a minute, like, I want top guys now. I want that Conor McGregor money. Like, what's going on here, right? You know, they're like, hey, like,
you got to go with that.
You got money, yeah. Like, I want the money now, and you know.
See, Conor gets that money because Conor brings in those numbers, right? Like, John Jones does pretty decent numbers, but he still doesn't do anything close to what Conor McGregor does. Like,
he's a businessman, McGregor, man.
He is. He
sells
really
himself,
good.
man. He sells himself.
He's the ultimate promoter. Like, John Jones has all those things in the public eye, DUI, DWIs. You know, it's not good. Like, he's fast. He's not good.
His mistakes for sure.
His image is a little tainted. His image is tainted.
Just a bit.
DC, just a little bit, but he still is arguably the greatest.
He's still my favorite fighter of all time, John Jones. He's been in the background of my phone for the last, I think, 5 years. I just respect him as a fighter. I know he's made his mistakes, and he has owned up to them. I know he keeps making mistakes, and yeah, he was young. He did some dumb shit, but he also too, you can tell like he does have a genuine side too, and he's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a trainer. He worked hard. He studies all those fights, and he's an unbelievable fighter, in my opinion. I think he is the greatest of all time, in my opinion. I would put him as the greatest fighter of all time, in my personal opinion. And I believe UFC, he's undefeated, in my opinion. That lost now, he's undefeated.
Most people believe he's undefeated.
He is undefeated, and
that man handled disqualification.
I get where he's coming from. I mean, like. I see them wanting more. I see both sides of it too, like you're saying.
Well, that's why Henry Cejudo retired, because he wasn't getting.
I do think like even despite UFC, like we have a contract for them, this many fights, which we're paying them, kind of thing. Also, too, like as UFC's making more money, they need to also pay their fighters more too. If you're actually if you're making more money as an organization, and these fighters are bringing in that money, like give them more money too. You know, like keep them happy too, right? Because they're the ones doing the work. Keep them happy. You know what I mean? Like, see, they've always relationship always a Conor, right? He'll come back, he'll fight, give him the money, he'll fight. It seemed like St. Pierre always had a relationship back in the day, you know what I mean? He always had with Dana White for the most part.
One thing that just sucks is, like, there should be, like, you get money to show up to the fight, and then you get money to win the fight. It's like, you should just get money for winning or losing. You should get the exact same amount of money. There should be no win bonus. They should both just get the money for fighting, okay? And the bonuses, like the knockout of the nights, the fight of the nights, all of those, that's what you get those people fighting for. If you're getting good instead of all this win bonus, if you lose, you get half your paycheck.
I get it, yeah.
And that's where they really need
like to every sport, regardless, too, though, it's like, if you're in the NBA, or you're in NHL, or NFL, when you make the playoffs, there are bonuses. The further you go in the playoffs, when you make the final, there's more of a bonus. Every time, the further you go, the more bonus you do. Yes, I understand there being a winning bonus to an extent. I get what you're saying too. Like there should definitely be a winning bonus, not like a drastic different amount.
It's half the paycheck.
You're both out there.
It's half the paycheck.
Yeah. So
you get money to show, which is $20,000. Let's say that's like one of the mediocre guys, really random. You know, that's like 20 to show, and then 20 to win, and that's like people like Rory McDonald was getting that like at one point, 20 to win, 20 show, 20 to win, you know, and then whatever fight bonuses he could get, maybe submission of the night or whatever, stuff like that. Yeah. He was getting paid that. Like, that's nuts. Rory McDonald was a world-class fighter.
I love him.
When he went to Bellator, he was making $250,000 a show, $250,000 a win.
He made the right move. He left UFC, and it was like, you know what?
Now he's left Bellator, and now he's with the PFL, Professional Fight League, which is formerly World.
But he stood up for himself and was like, you know what? Like, I'm better than this, and he actually left. I was surprised. I was like, he'll be back, and no, he's kept his word, and it's good there. I think
yawning like crazy today.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Long day, guys.
I think with regards to a lot of this week's going on. Interesting one too is Conor McGregor. So he's claimed he's retired now. I don't really buy it.
No.
He'll be back at some point. I feel like
he spends
money
talks.
Money talks.
He spends money too much for him to not fight.
He makes too much money from his fight. He's like old. Maybe he'll do another boxing fight.
He'll be doing something.
Which he might he'll definitely do another UFC fight too. Though there's so many challenges out there. There's so much potential money fights out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great opponents. Is there a certain fighter you'd like to see him fight personally, you think, that you'd be interested to see?
Well, personally, I would love to see him fight Masvidal. That'd be a good one. I
Would
also would love to see him fight Gaethje. Like, Gaethje would be it'd be so fun to see Conor McGregor versus, and rightfully so, after what he did, after how he dismantled Tony Ferguson, he should be the one to fight Khabib.
Do you want to see another Habib fight? Another
Conor
Diaz fight too, or no?
I want to see all those. I'm down to see all those fights.
I think you have to see a Diaz trilogy fight at some point.
Yeah,
right?
at some
Technically,
point.
they split that. You have
See,
to.
that's the thing. The Diaz
and the
trilogy
money
fight,
there on
it doesn't
that,
matter when they do it. It'll always be a big fight. They can do that 4 years from now. People are like, oh my god, they're finally fighting.
Almost got him there.
Oh my god, we're watching the fights while we're making the video.
This Saturday right now. You'll see this video after.
You'll see this
UFC
video.
is on right now.
Yeah,
we gotta go.
Crazy oh yeah, he's finishing him right now. You'll be seeing this video after. We'll be talking about it. This little sneak.
We'll definitely do a video closer to Fight Island to talking more about it too.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Fight Island. There's a picture of the octagon.
Video.
Picture of the octagon that's set up. Big news. It looks like it's a full-size octagon.
Okay, that's what I was playing about a bit.
Yeah, everyone's because in the Vegas, the Apex,
a bit of disadvantage for some fighters for sure.
We're watching right now. We can see it's a small little. It's a small little octagon.
It's harder to get disadvantage. People like to move around a bit, have a bit more space.
It's
right?
like half the size almost or something.
But we'll have a video come out. Fighter Island video in a week or two. We'll have some predictions for that as well. That's a good one. Is there any kind of talking about Conor McGregor there? Is there any dream fight scenarios that you would like to see in the future that are realistic, or ones that are just a huge dream and probably never happen, but you'd love to see personally?
Oh, personally, I would like to see John Jones versus Francis Ngannou. That's a big one, but Jones wants more money. The UFC's not giving to him right now. If not, I would really like to see Stipe. Well, they are already fighting. Stipe and DC are fighting. Like, one of my dream fights are already matched up. It's happening international.
What about DC and Jones again? Would you want to see that again, or are you over that now?
I mean, I'm not like begging for it.
Yeah,
it's not like,
it'd be fun to watch, but I think they've already fought. They fought 3 times already.
They fought twice. He's lost to him twice. I mean, he lost to him twice, but Jones got caught for hormones and drugs. I think it was dick pills. He was taken. So it's a disqualification. Actually, it's a no contest. No contest. So technically, that'd be all right to see me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fight that we'd watch, but
I'd rather
not
see,
begging for it.
I'd rather see John Jones versus DC at heavyweight than I would at light heavyweight.
We never got Jones and Lesnar. That's one I want to.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been a fun fight to watch. Jones and Lesnar. I don't think we're ever at that.
No, that's dumb.
That's like one of those dream ones you never really see.
Lesnar's never going to fight again.
Same as like St. Pierre McGregor. I don't think you're ever really going to see that fight.
It's more likely.
That's more likely
than Brock Lesnar, John Jones, though. That's way more.
I still think we'll ever see Lesnar in a ring again.
No, I don't think we'll ever see
Lesnar.
I don't think we'll ever see him in an octagon.
I don't think he's going to pass tests, really. To be able to fight the PEDs, and I don't think he's going to pass that.
But I say, you know what would be really fun if we had imagine if we had a UFC league. So we have UFC like this one, and then we have a UFC side league. It's owned by the UFC, and I don't know if maybe you can name it something different. I don't know, but it's associated with UFC, and UFC fighters can go back and forth. Where they get tested and then non-tested. Then you fight over here and it's non-tested.
Like XFL, have like an XFC.
Yeah, exactly.
A
little side lead where you want to juice up.
Anything goes.
Anything goes on this league, but when you come back here, you're going to get tested. That would be fun.
That'd be interesting.
But that'll never happen.
I don't think they would hit up.
Maybe in 2090.
It's a fun idea to think about, but yeah.
2090, maybe.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I feel like St. Pierre, I feel like he might get back in the octagon too, I feel like. Went back, you think?
I think there's definitely possibly GSP.
Like 50-50, I'm thinking right now of him returning to fight again.
I'd say it's more like a 40-60. Like 40, he will return. 60, he won't.
Yeah.
He basically has done everything that he's wanted to do. Like it'd have to be a really special fight. It would have to be like either Khabib beats Justin Gaethje and Conor again for a second time, and then he drops down to 155 to fight Khabib, or because that would blow up Khabib. Like Khabib's name would be huge if he pulled that off.
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be massive.
For sure.
Okay, because GSP's name's already big. He's always going to bring the numbers.
Yeah.
So he either needs another big name, which would be Khabib,
yeah.
or if Conor beat Khabib and Justin Gaethje, then I think GSP would fight him too at 155. The numbers would be there. The challenge would be there.
Yeah, for sure.
He's about the challenge. He's not about the money anymore. The money's just a byproduct, but he wants a good challenge. And when there's a good challenge, there's going to be a good payday.
All right, one last question for you. Well, the female side of things. Do you want to see Rousey come back, Ronda Rousey, and do you think she'll come back to the Octagon?
Oh, was there rumors about that?
I just thought about it.
I don't think she should come back. I think she's doing great where she's at. Is she with the WWE? I think she's with the WWE.
She's done some time with them, but yeah, she's kind of just relaxing. I think she wants to get a family going.
Yeah, I think what she did for the sport, she made enough money where she's able to do some stuff in the movie industry. She's able to make money. She's made a lot of money in the fight game. So I think she should just retire. Relax.
Like there is less intrigue with her coming back now. It's like after that loss to Nunez and that, it's kind of like, you know what, she did what she needs to do now, and there's nothing else to prove. Really, it is just it's not really a big fight. You're really excited to really see with her anymore. She's kind of fought everyone she could fight. I feel like big names.
She has nothing to prove. She's one of the greatest women's.
It was still, I would make money in that, but I feel like it's just interest really isn't there for her. She's content with everything and.
She's one of the best women's fighters of all time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
She might not be the greatest, but she's definitely one of the best.
Had a dominant run there. That dominant run she had.
Phenomenal run.
So.
But yeah.
That's our UFC talk right there, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Keep an eye out. Make sure to subscribe because we're going to have some more UFC videos coming in the future as well. We're going to have some prediction videos for Fight Island. More UFC coming after that as well. We'll have more basketball talk going on. The baseball season starting soon too, so might have baseball talk coming out. There's some crazy scandals going on now. The Yankees are being linked to a scandal possibly. We're just crazy. We have Boston, New York, and Houston. It's like you think some of these smaller teams would be this one doing scandals, right? One cheating. But you're Boston and New York, you're in those teams, and you're like, what?
Well, that's why they've been winning all these years. That's why they've been winning all these years.
Right? It's just crazy, yeah. So maybe just baseball talk. Hockey's gone back too. Some hockey talk. So keep an eye out, guys. Follow me. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. Euroslam1 on Instagram and Twitter. Facebook on Instagram. Euroslam21. Check those out. Descriptions will be in the link. The links will be in the description below. Take a look at that, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Peace. See you.